it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 12 of my Barcelona Corona. Now in today's episode we've got 3 games to get through. The first game is going to be against Real Sociedad. That's in the league for us to play. It's an away game for us to get through and we'll wait and see how we get on that match. Followed by a couple more games as well. First match against Sevilla, that's in the quarterfinals of the Cup. It's a first leg and an opportunity for us to hopefully try and get into the semi-finals. Then a game back into the league, another away match for us to play against Real Betis this time round. That's all in the same week, so it's going to be very tight sort of fixtures that we have today. Obviously 3 days of resting in between each of them, and it could be a very interesting set of fixtures for us to try and get through. Obviously we're hoping to get positive results in all of them, but it's going to be tough. There's a lot of games to get through, and we don't have the biggest of squads. So I'll wait to find out exactly how he gets on. Also going to try and get a little bit further through the January transfer window. Basically we have no money to spend whatsoever, so ideally we're going to maybe have to try and get rid of like one player potentially to give us a little bit of money, just a bit of breathing room for the final few months of the season. And yeah, we're not going to make any more signings basically, because his last episode, if you didn't see it, you should check it out in the comment section below. We signed Dybala. Centre attacking mid, huge negotiations for him, and he can also play as a centre forward as well, striker, that sort of position. And he's going to start this opening game of today's episode. Before we get into today's episode though, if we could try and hit over 75 likes on today's episode, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button all down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Try and hit 15,000 subscribers, and by you hitting that button, you can help out massively. I'd really appreciate it. This is the team I'm going to go with. Scott Stegen, Semedo, PK, Titi, Alba, Rakitic, Busquets, Dybala, Messi, Suarez and Dembele, going with a very strong team here for this game against Real Sociedad. The reason why I've done that is because we have one game in hand over Real Madrid, and if we win this match, well, we go level on points with them. So it's a very important game. It's not a position we've been in before, really, I don't think, since the league began. I'm pretty sure that we've always trailed Real Madrid, so it'd be nice to go on level with them after this game against Real Sociedad. Let's wait and find out how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points. It's a very important 3 points if we can get them. Well then, here we go for this game against Real Sociedad. It's an away match for us. It's Dybala's debut as well. Excited to see how he gets on in that centre attacking mid position. Obviously, going to be a little bit different playing this sort of formation. I'm expecting plenty more sort of attacks. I'm expecting sort of the last-ditch runs from him as well. So hopefully it's going to work out for us. Obviously a lot of attacking players on the pitch. We'll wait and see whether they can all come together and play, and it's a really good start. Messi with a fantastic cross into Dembele, who heads. It's Rulli there, gets the save, and it's going out for a corner just 3 minutes into this game. Messi going to deliver again, this time for Busquets, but actually headed away as far as Dembele. Still have it though through Rakitic, who tries to shoot. Titi will try as well. Back to Rakitic, who gets blocked again, and it's going to be cleared by the Real Sociedad defence. Great start to the game, and I had a few chances already. Suarez into Dybala. He's now looks to try and manoeuvre it to Dembele, who shoots and again blocks Dybala, looks to try and keep hold of it through Rakitic, who saves Rulli again, and it's out for another corner just 9 minutes in. I tell you what, we're absolutely smashing them here at the moment. They're really struggling to get out of the half, and it's another opportunity, this time for Busquets at the front post, saved by Rulli much better, but loads of chances inside the opening 10 minutes. Messi, now to Suarez, now to Dybala, that's great. Dybala gets the goal, and it's his debut as well. And it's a fantastic finish from Dybala. Great bit of play as well from Messi, Suarez and Dybala all linking up there. And he gets the good finish on his debut. It's about time he starts paying back to about £140 million we spent on him in the last episode. It's a great run here from deep. You can just see he plays off to Messi, who just gets into Suarez, then straight away onto Dybala, who smashed it past the goalkeeper. That gives us the opening goal with 4 minutes left of the first half. Really happy to finally take the lead. Chance. Oh, I thought they'd equalise straight away. Hits the post, I think, there. Very good opportunity for Real Sociedad to equalise. And it's a proper, sort of the first proper opportunity that I think they've had of the game. And they did certainly make a good opportunity of it as well. Nearly scored. That's it for the first half. Still in the game 1-0 here. Obviously great to be in front. I want to try and add to it though. A little bit disappointed that we've not managed to do that. Real Sociedad don't look too good going forward. So we've got to be able to put them under more pressure ourselves. And I think we will do it in the second half. I'd expect at least a 3-0 victory, I think, from this game. So we'll wait and see what happens anyway. Got to try and set things up a little bit. Creating a few chances. Not so many clear-cut ones though. So that's something to improve on. Dybala again still. Messi. Chance to get back into the box. It's Rakitic. It's got to be a goal. It is. It's the second one. And it's very, very sort of clumsy and a little bit lucky, but it's not the greatest sort of quick play that we've ever seen. Not the sort of play you'd expect from a Barcelona type team, but yeah, certainly got ourselves a second goal. That's the most important thing. But like I say, it comes back really bizarrely. Dybala has a couple of shots. They get blocked. Nothing really seems to be coming. And then suddenly a ball comes into the box from Messi. It just kind of rebounds to him to flick it into the box. And it's Rakitic who can nod it past the goalkeeper. It doesn't really do too much. Winning the game 2-0. Obviously a bizarre goal, but we'll take it anyway. Gets us 2 goals in front. Messi. Waiting for that pass now to Dembele. Dembele going to go into the back post for Dybala, who gets there, and it's a 3. Oh my days, what a finish on his right from Dybala. He gets himself the second goal of the game, and now a third as well. That's a hell of a strike as well. You could just see it all coming together before it happened. As soon as we got the ball out to Dembele, I just saw Dybala running into the box at the back post, and he was always going to be the guy I was trying to pick out here, and he smashes it home, and if he gets himself a header, then it'll be a perfect hat-trick for him. Currently got a goal on his left and on his right, just needs a headed goal now. Let's wait and find out whether he can get it. 3 goals in front, really happy the way we've begun the second half, much better, and with just 60 minutes on the clock, we've managed to get ourselves 3-0 up. Okay, there's about 30 minutes left of this game. Now we're going to make all 3 changes. We're going to take off Messi, we're also going to take off Dembele and Dybala as well. Those 3 sort of key players coming off for us here. I'm going to rest them for the game at Sevilla. It's about balancing the team out. I know obviously taking off all 3 of those big players is a little bit strange to do all at once, but we're going to do it anyway. Coutinho, Gomez and Delfeo all to come on, and it's all about resting the players, resting the key players that won't necessarily be able to recover in 3 days' time, and being able to reuse them again. So hopefully we'll see that happen. Hopefully we'll be able to use those guys in the game at Sevilla. I was a little bit worried about not having a good enough team for the game at Sevilla, but certainly now we're 3-0 up, I'm able to rest those players, and hopefully we can therefore get ourselves a good result in that game as well. Yeah, I was not supposed to do it like that. The player obviously turned a little bit more than I was expecting. Hopefully just a yellow card. Let's maybe find out here. Nothing. Okay. I'll take nothing. I'll take nothing. Just a warning. I'll take that. To be fair, I'd probably say this was a little bit more than a warning, but whatever. What referee's decision is final, guys. Always remember that. I'm happy to accept that. Gomez, through to Suarez. It's a great pass. Suarez can't quite get there though. Really rushes out and gathers really well. That should be it for this game at 3-0 up here. You would have thought the referee will blow his whistle in a second. But so far, I'm very, very happy with how this episode's gone. Got ourselves a good 3-0 victory here, and that means we will go level on points with Real Madrid, which is obviously fantastic. 3 points in the back for us, and really, really happy overall with the performance. A solid performance, nothing fantastic, but did what we had to do, and at times we were fantastic. 11 shots on target, 17 in total, 6 shots for them, 0 on target, so not a great performance from them, but certainly we did very, very well ourselves. And yeah, hopefully we can try and add to the wins in today's episode as well with the next game at Sevilla. Tough match potentially this one. Obviously, hopefully going to have some of our more key players coming back into it that we obviously subbed part way through that game. Hopefully we have that, otherwise we could be in a little bit of a tricky situation. Does seem like a lot of them are pretty tired right now, but hopefully in a couple of days recovery they should be alright. Okay, to some player drills this week. Guess who we're going to focus on this week? Just thought I'd go for Suarez, just because he seemed like he could go up on quite a few of his defending stats, so I just thought we'll just chuck him in for all the stats this week and see how he gets on. Hopefully it's a bit of progress. Yeah, a little bit. Gets a little bit closer to 83. I think we'll give him another week or 2 and hopefully get him up to that overall. And then we'll focus on other players, which are obviously a little bit more key to try and go up. He's already a fairly decent overall. We'll probably focus on some guys in the youth academy, I think, is our main priority. Let's go on to the next game, see how he gets on in terms of fitness and those sort of things with those players. Because we could have a bit of an issue for this game potentially. We'll wait and see. Okay, so let's have a look at some emails before this next game. We've got a bid in from Zenit St. Petersburg for Iniesta. Just under £28 million. A completely pointless bid. I'm just going to reject the offer. I do like to see these bids that come in though, because sometimes they are a little bit interesting, but that one, obviously no interest in selling Iniesta, but just seem a little bit strange from Zenit Petersburg, but that's the offer. We just rejected it, and we'll move on to the game at Sevilla, focus on that match now. We're going to change on the team. A few players that I'm happy about that can actually start this game. We'll make a few changes at the same time. I'll be back once I've made them. And this is the team we're going to go with for the game against Sevilla. And we're going with Ter Stegen starting in goal, Sono at right back, Wallace and Titi at the back with Alba alongside them as well. Iniesta, Busquets and Dybala in midfield, Messi, Suarez and Dembele is our front 3. And this bench I've gone with. Very sort of similar bench to the last game that you'll have seen. A very similar sort of starting lineup as well. Sad to not have PK in the side because he is obviously a very good player, but energy-wise I just don't think I can really justify starting him. It was going to be Wallace and PK, but PK didn't recover. So Titi alongside him, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully get ourselves a good performance. Got to get ourselves a good result as well. It's obviously a two-legged thing, so it's not necessary that we go out here and smash them in the first leg. It would be nice. It would help us go into the second leg, but it is obviously only half the fixture really. So we'll wait and find out how we get on anyway, and hopefully continue our good run of form. Okay, so we go for this match against Sevilla. Let's wait and find out how he gets on and try and get ourselves a good victory here. Hoping for a really good performance from Dybala. He's still paying back the money that we spent for him. He's still going to show us that he's worth £140 million. Obviously 2 goals in the last game has certainly helped in showing us that. Although if he scores 2 anymore, I imagine he'll be triggering some of his bonuses that he asked for in the negotiations. So hopefully he doesn't end up triggering too many of those bonuses. I can't remember what sort of goals he put on there, to be honest. We'll wait and find out when it happens. But chance for Sevilla after he tried to give away the ball. It's a bit sloppy, and I thought they'd scored it as well. It's had the first 5 minutes, good chance. Sevilla at the moment causing us a few issues actually. Passed the ball around really well. They're doing a fantastic performance. We just can't seem to play our usual sort of style of football, which is a little bit strange. A few players being a little bit isolated and not managed to get hold of possession and play well enough, to be honest. So a little bit good about how he played at the moment. A little bit worried also that we're not going to manage to get ourselves a goal at this rate because Sevilla dominated the match. Great chance for Ben Yedder. Ter Stegen comes out and slides really well, to be fair to him. Ter Stegen sweeps up fantastically. Still remains 0-0 in this game, and we're going to make a change at half-time, whether that be of personnel or formation. I'm not really too sure yet. I suspect probably formation to begin with, because we have got a bit of an issue in this team at the moment. It's a bit of a shame, but it's only because Sevilla is set up a certain way, and we've just not managed to be able to deal with it with this formation. So we'll have to make a change, and it could be that we do still keep it 4-2-3, maybe just change to a holding, not really too sure, but certainly going to try and get certain players involved a bit more and try and win the midfield a little bit more as well. Okay, half-time, 0-0. Obviously not disastrous that we're not losing the game at the moment, but certainly not good enough from us. It's not a Barcelona performance at the moment. So we're going to change formation, I think, at half-time. We might change it to something a little bit different. Probably something that's quite unrealistic, I think, for Barcelona to play. But in order to get results, we're going to have to do that, I think. So we are going to change to a little bit of a different formation. I'll show you exactly what we'll do. Okay, so actually I've changed my mind on a couple of little things here. And I think the formation that we're going to go with isn't as unrealistic as I was expecting. I was going to go 4-2-3-1, but I've actually changed my mind. I'm going to stick with the 4-3-3, but go with centre forward instead. Messi's going to go centrally. And what that's going to hopefully try and do is give the defenders no one to mark, basically. They've been currently marking right on Suarez. They've had a CDM right in front of him as well as a centre-back behind him. They've really squashed him in there. And so we're going to get rid of that, make sure they have no one to mark, and Messi could be the guy now they have to pick up. But I'm going to go for something a little bit different. Suarez will go on the left-hand side. Dybala's actually going to play as a holding midfielder, or alongside Iniesta as a centre bit more, to be honest. And we're not going to change the personnel. We're just going to change the formation. We'll see how it goes. It's a little bit different. But I think we're going to try it and see how it goes for the opening for 15 minutes or so. But yeah, just could be something to shake up their defence a little bit. Messi's obviously going to cause some different sort of issues that Suarez does. Chance here for Sevilla. The through, Ben Yedder scores. It's 1-0. Sevilla have taken the lead, and at the point of which they've probably looked the least threatening, they score the goal. So far, that's their first chance of the second half. The first time they've gone forward as well, and they've scored it. So a bit frustrating it's happened like that. I mean, if it happened in the first half at times, I probably wouldn't have had complaints, because they have had a good couple of opportunities and they have kept the ball well, but the way that they've done it in the second half is, I think, a little bit unfair. Feels a bit unfair anyway. We started off the second half pretty well, but we're losing the game, got to deal with it, and yeah, we're going to continue to play how we are with this formation, because I think we'd improve, but obviously conceding the goal, maybe not. Messi turning now and playing it onto Suarez, who chests it down. Bit of strength shown from Suarez here. Chance for him to come inside on his right foot. Suarez scores. That's why he's on the left-hand side. And he scores it as well. Luis Suarez gets us on level terms. 25 minutes left of this game. He's done it. Very happy with that. We're now going to get another goal. Got to get ourselves in front here against Sevilla. And it's exactly why I put on the left-hand side there to cut in. That's why Dembele and Suarez are on those sides to have that option. And it's worked perfectly for us. And it's now 1-1. Much better second half than we did in the first half. Even though we conceded the goal, we've managed to find our way back on level terms, which is good. Chance again for Sevilla. Oh, thought I'd got another goal there. Hits the side netting. Another good chance fallen, though. They found a way through. Actually, the formation change has made a bit of a difference. It's weird how such a tweak can really make a huge difference, really, and it has certainly in this match for us. Going forward, look much stronger. Still defensively, not so sure. We do always look a little bit shaky, but I think that's just the way that we play, to be honest. Very sort of forward-thinking, so it's always going to be a bit shaky at the back. Semedo's just going to launch one in here, I think. Try and pick somebody out. Alba, not my preferred choice, but nearly picked someone out with his header. Go on, Iniesta flicks it over to Messi. Can it be a second? No, it's saved by the goalkeeper. Oh, Messi on the volley down his right foot, just over 15 minutes ago. It was so close to a second goal. It was put perfectly over the top there by, I think it was Iniesta. Really good little chip. We are going to make some changes, try and freshen things up a little bit. I think Iniesta might be one of the players to come off. Go with some fresh legs, and we'll see what else we'll bring on as well. Okay, Delfeo, Coutinho, and Palhinha to come on. We're going to take off Iniesta, Dembele, and Suarez. It's a little bit of a sort of different changes for us there. Suarez obviously scoring the goal might be a bit strange to take off, but I think it's the right time. Just over 15 minutes to go. Coutinho doing exactly the same thing as Suarez. He'll try and cut on his right foot and shoot like Suarez did. So we'll wait and see whether that works for us. Messi's going to try and deliver this corner. I think we're going to go short to Coutinho here. Try and get a better angle for us. It's not a bad delivery as well. We got a flick on, but not enough. Coutinho plays in Dybala, that's good. Dybala coming inside down to his right foot. Oh, waiting for a trip up, doesn't get it. Dybala to shoot and saved, and Coutinho's going to follow up as well. Can we try and do something here? Coutinho looks to find Messi, who's going to turn. What was with the heavy touch? I've no idea. Busquets has a go himself, and it's saved. Coutinho following up still into the back post, and cleared away eventually. So close, just over 10 minutes left of this match. Really want a second goal. Of course I know there's a second leg, but you always want to go into it in front. Despite obviously them having the away goal advantage, I want to try and get at least a goal over them. Dybala now into Messi. Oh, Busquets does through. It's got to be a goal, but it's offside. No. The play was so good. Oh, why did we have offsides? That was fantastic play as well. I don't know if we needed to necessarily pass it to Busquets here. Maybe we could have found another way through, but oh, it was so good. I thought he just stayed on, but he's off. Oh, just under 10 minutes to go. Oh, well played. Busquets is right back here. Messi has to make the right run now. It's up to him. Messi looking to try and come inside. Doesn't quite have that extra yard of pace. His legs have gone. And that means that that'll probably be the final attack of the game, if you can call it an attack, to be honest. Unfortunate not to be able to find ourselves another goal. Sevilla might still, though, here. They're running forward, but the chip's not great. We should be able to deal with it here. Cleared away. And will that have been it? Messi trying to win the header. Flick on was there, but no one else was. Still remains 1-1. That's it for the first leg. Obviously, Sevilla take the advantage with the away goal. Disappointed that we didn't manage to get ourselves another, but yeah, it happens. We obviously had 8 shots, 6 on target. Deserved it in that sense, but didn't manage to take enough of them. So, remains 1-1. Overall, not a good enough performance. We've had much better, and this is probably one of the worst ones that we've had in a little, sort of, in the last few games. Not dramatically bad, but certainly can do much better, I think. Okay, so now on to a few emails. I think we've just got one through. It's a release clause paid for Suarez. This could be interesting. Dennis Suarez, I should say. Southampton have agreed to pay £40.5 million for him. Now, I could let that one happen. We're obviously looking to try and get in some cash. Suarez is a player that I have sort of mixed thoughts on. I think when he's played, he's not been great. However, I do like him. He has come through the Barcelona Youth Academy, I believe, went to Man City and then back to Barcelona. So it would be a shame to get rid of him in that sense. However, there is, I think, a space to be made, I think, from that midfield. We do have quite a lot of midfielders. So it was going to be between him and Rafinha. I think it's going to be sad to see either of them leave, but I might allow this one to go through, to be honest. Which is a little bit gutting, but £40 million is a great amount, and I think with Dybala coming in as well, it just means another midfielder position is almost taken up every game. So I think I might allow this one to go through. I could deny all offers, I could offer him a new contract or something like that, but to be honest, I think despite just trading up last week, I think we might let him leave for £40 million. We'll see how much of that we get, and yeah, I think with regret we are going to, I think, let him leave for Southampton. Obviously a strange team for him to go for, strange amount of money as well for them to pay, but if they want to pay it, they can, and we'll accept it. Something we won't accept is PK going to Roma for £32.2 million. That's going to be rejected. Obviously not a player I want to get rid of. And so a couple of days later, didn't really get much time, but a couple of days later, he's being sold £37 million, added onto our budget. Yeah, a very quick deal, actually. You found out, and then 2 days later he was sold, but luckily for us, didn't really have any plans, I don't think, to use him. So it was a little bit sad to get rid of him, but yeah, £37 million, we needed some money in the bank just to give us a little bit more safety, just in case we was to crop up where we had to pay for someone's contract or whatever. So happy to get that. Gives us a lot of money now, so that's good. And we can keep that for anybody else we maybe decide to buy later on. To be honest, I think it's unlikely. We'll move on to the next game now. Okay, on to the final game of today's episode against Real Betis. This is the team I'm going to go with. Now, with the game against Sevilla being in a few days' time, we've made some changes because we need to make sure we get through into the next round of that game. So this is what I've gone with. Tasenga starting in goal, 7-0 PK, Mascherano and Alba in this team. They've also got Paulinho, Rakitic, Coutinho, Rafinha, Deulofeu and Gomez all starting. So going forward is a little bit different. Obviously, Gomez plays a left winger, Deulofeu playing up front, Rafinha on the right-hand side, all a little bit different. But hopefully it's going to be good enough to win this game. We'll have to wait and find out. Game against Real Betis in the league, and obviously could be a difficult game with the players that were selected there. But it's purely tactical, having to rest those guys, make sure they're okay for the next game. They have against Sevilla, got to make sure that we balance things out across different competitions. And of course, we have quite sort of a team that's fairly small, let's put it like that, to be honest. We don't have the biggest of teams, so we're going to have to deal with that, and we do have a lot of sort of players that aren't quite ready for the first team, a lot of younger players, so we'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully get ourselves a good victory in this match against Real Betis, but we'll wait and find out whether we do have the personnel on the pitch to do it. Rafinha. In here to Paulinho. Paulinho over to Deulofeu. Hopefully going to get this game off to a good start. Paulinho trying a shot, gets blocked, and the keeper will sweep up. Well played, Paulinho. Wins it back. Paulinho now going to shoot from range, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. And out for a corner just 5 minutes into this game. Might already look at a little tweak, actually, just to the players that we picked here. I think it would probably make more sense if we put Coutinho on the left-hand side, Gomez as centre attacking mid. I think it would make more sense to do that, so that's exactly what we're going to try and do, just switch things up. Even though Coutinho did well there, I think we'll make that little tweak to the team. Rafinha going to deliver this ball in. Can he pick anyone out? Yes, we have actually at the front post. Flicked on, but over the bar. Deulofeu, who's playing up front in this game, running around the defender, going to shoot, and I thought it scored. Must have been saved then by the keeper and put over the bar again. Great opportunity for us. Coutinho going to spin out now from this corner and deliver. Punched away. Deulofeu over to Alba, that's good. Alba now going to look back into Deulofeu. Can he get the finish right? No, it's saved by the keeper again. He's kept him in it so far. It's a great start to the game. Unbelievable, only 15 minutes in. Feels like we're definitely like at least 30 minutes into this game. That's how it feels like anyway, the amount of chances that we've created. And unfortunately, still remains 0-0 though. Gomez through to Deulofeu. It's a great chance. Deulofeu, no, puts it wide. Has to be on target there. Has to be on target. Such a good chance. Deulofeu again turning, again finding a way through. He's got to finish this time. No. Doesn't look confident in goal at all. Great pace, great dribble, great turn, but just doesn't have the finish there for us. No confidence really in front of goal. Always looks like he's going to do exactly that, put it at the keeper. Needs something a little bit better, needs something in the corners. Got a chance here for PK, but saved. Gomez bring the ball forward. Again, going to look to Deulofeu. It's got to be a goal. Come on. Yes, it is. Finally, Deulofeu scores. That's more like it. And it's brilliant. It's a ball through there. Just a little ball through from Gomez. Just puts it on a plate there for Deulofeu. Just has to finesse it around the keeper this time. It's a much easier finish for him to get. And he does as well. Inside the first 30 minutes of the game, he scores, celebrates in front of the Real Betis fans. I'm sure they won't really appreciate that, but we did it anyway. Gomez with a little ball through. Just look at that. So simple. Just cuts them open. Great finish as well. Won in the game 1-0. Deulofeu looks good up front, looks fast, he looks lively, but not quite the finish up until now, but this time he does. And got ourselves just in front of this game. Gomez, again, going to wait for Deulofeu. It's the same thing again, those two combining. Deulofeu, it's 2 now, double our lead a couple of minutes later. And it's the same two guys going forward. It's Gomez and Deulofeu combining. And again, we have managed to add another to their scoreline. It's fantastic football. We're starting to really get in behind them a little bit more now, starting to cause them more issues. The main issue with Real Betis is they can't go forward, and by this evidence, they also can't defend this sort of ball over the top and the pace of Deulofeu as well. So that sort of combination of not being able to attack themselves and not really being able to defend Deulofeu is caused them issues at the moment. It's the keeper that's kept him in it, and now the keeper's starting to concede. So winning the game 2-0, and it's 2 goals to Deulofeu. He's got 5 as well also in the league this season, which is very good for a squad player, and yeah, very happy about that. Deulofeu turning inside, going to shoot as well. Oh, that's fantastic. And it's Deulofeu who gets herself a hat-trick just like that, just before half-time. 3-0 now. What a finish that is from Deulofeu. I complained about his finishing, but I can't complain about that. It's a fantastic strike. Picks it up really deep. He just comes in. This is our striker in this position. Look where he's playing. Picks it up, keeps hold of it, buys his time, waits until the defence and midfield don't close him down, and that gives him just a pocket of space here. Quite a large pocket of space, in fact, to shoot from. And it's just edge of the box, smashes it home, no stopping that, right in the corner. And we're winning the game 3-0 from Deulofeu scoring all 3. It's a hat-trick as well in this first half. Really impressed actually with his finishing towards the back end of the first half. Looks much better. It's half-time, winning the game 3-0. Now, considering that this is such a changed team, this is a world-class performance towards the end of this first half. It's been fantastic, really, from us. Relentless, causing them issues. They're really struggling. They can't defend. They can't attack. I feel a little bit sorry for them, actually. 3-0 up at half-time, and we are completely dominating them. We're going to look to the bench, maybe, to make a change. Got to think about the next game at Sevilla. It's a more important match than this one now. We're going to bring on Roberto, take off from Rakitic. A little bit of a strange change, but yeah, Rakitic I think I want to play in that next game. Roberto I won't want to play in the next game. So it's very, very simple for me for that one. We might look to bring on Vidal as well at some point as a winger. More likely, I think, to play in that sort of position. But for now, happy with the rest of the team. Let's see how Roberto gets on as a holding midfielder. Deulofeu onto Gomez to hit this one. Oh, off the post. Gomez will try and follow up, but defender beats him to it to clear. Really good strike. Great opportunity for a 4th goal for us there as well. Oh, well played. Deulofeu going to try and capitalise on it. Can he still go and cut inside on his left foot? Maybe Deulofeu to try and do it. And save again by the keeper. The amount of goals we could have had if there wasn't for that goalkeeper. He looks good. Chance. Oh, what a save from Ter Stegen. Keeps us at the clean sheets. Don't know where that's come from, to be honest. Real Betis for the first proper chance of the game. It's only taken them 65 minutes, but it's a turn and shoot sort of opportunity for them. Luckily, right at the goalkeeper for us to save. Going to defend the corner now as well. Hopefully we can. Buffon looking to deliver it in. It should be cleared away here, you would have thought. Paulinho to try and do exactly that. Roberto will also give it a go as well. Not cleared properly, but luckily the header wasn't up to much. Okay, final 2 changes. Suarez and Vidal to come on. We're going to take off Coutinho and Alba. Make those changes. Semedo's going to go play as a left back now. It's just to basically try and give those players a rest and also bring on players that aren't likely to get too tired before the next game. Of course, Suarez playing here is not going to help us, but with 20 minutes, Suarez will be fine. He recovers really quickly, so we should be okay with that. Suarez looking to win back the ball, and he does that exactly. Suarez with the fresh legs running through. Can he add a 4th? He can. It's Suarez finishes it off. and it's 4-0 for us, and it's a really poor bit of defending from Real Betis, but Suarez capitalised on a huge mistake there, and that's the quality of him. You can see that the fresh legs in the final few minutes of this game. It just worked out perfectly for us, allowed him to run through, keep the press on the defence, wins it back, and no stopping the finish really. Great finish from Suarez. It's outside of the foot, looks like it. It is as well. Into the top left-hand corner, fantastic finish. That's it, 4-0 victory, really happy with that. Got ourselves 3 points as well. Pleased with the way it performed there. Delphi obviously getting the match ball, fantastic performance from him. 8 shots, 3 on target. Plenty of chances, obviously could have had more as well, I definitely think that, especially the first half, sort of the first 20 minutes of the game in fact, had a lot of chances and could have probably had a hat-trick during that period as well. So, very good performance overall from the team, very happy with how we've got on, obviously pleased with the way that we've dealt with the fixture list as well. Obviously Sevilla in the second leg of that's a really crucial one and kind of will determine whether we have coped with it well or not, to be honest. 19 shots, 13 on target, I'm very happy with that, especially with such a heavily changed team. The fact that Delphi's come away with a 10 rating is fantastic as well. So, considering the position change, the play changes, very happy with the 3 points, and that will be it for today's episode as well. But like I say, delighted with the performance there, and should put us in a good position now to face up against Real Madrid. We'll have a look at the next episode, and we'll also do the play development next time as well. But anyway, that is it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for the support on this series. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.